Here is gold still holding above the final hurdle. We'll be taking a look at Toshi today as well, being a lot of buzz about that. Have a quick look at Trump coin too, and we'll be talking about DeepSeek, that it is just dominating the news cycle at the moment. And we've seen stocks fall a little bit. That's why we've seen crypto go down a bit too. A lot of stuff to talk about today. We'll get started with that in the next 2 minutes, but within the first at least 1 minute of the show, of course, we have to say hello because this is Good Morning Stackers with me, Joe Main, including, let's do it, the synchronized slurp. That's where you grab a tasty beverage, I grab my tasty beverage, and we slurp them synchronously together. It is the first show for this week for me. I had yesterday off. I'll talk about that in a second. But please grab your tasty beverage wherever you are in the world. If you're watching live on YouTube or live on X right now, it's the favorite way to start your day. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, slurp your tasty bevy, people. Great to see you. I'm Joe Main, been a stacker of precious metals since 2010, a stacker of crypto since 2013. I do this weekday live show all about stacking silver, stacking Satoshi, stacking skills, and stacking everything else. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. You get a warm and fuzzy feeling all up in these areas when you do. And of course, my brand sponsors, Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au and wealthstack.com. Huh. Man, we'll get to some comments, etc., about everything that's going on. But, of course, I want to get straight into it. How the format, what we're going to do at the moment, slight change in the format. What we're going to do, we'll do all the analysis, and then we'll get into the comments and end the whole day. We won't break it up with comments on this and comments on that. So great to see so many people. But of course, at least for the first couple of people, you get the shout outs at the start. GMS says, Nackers O'Reilly. Mark, Florida. Life demands I cannot be here 100%, but definitely definitely here to see what I can. Good. Nomi says, I'm down 50%. I'm guessing that's on Toshi. We'll look at that in just a second. Morning, Joe. Hope as well. I hope all is well. All is fantastic. Ready? Let's take a look at all the stuff. We're going to do gold and silver. Then we're going to get into the crypto side of things. We'll also be talking about DeepSeek as well. But I want to get to at least start sharing the screen. Now, of course, hit the big red subscribe button. The show goes for usually around about 45 minutes to an hour, sometimes longer if we talk about, some stuff more in depth. But you will be getting all your stuff. And if you're watching this on the replay, just use the time codes below to go to your favorite part. Here is gold on the daily time frame, price in USD, 2,740 US dollars. Currently still hovering above the final hurdle of 2,735. While we're above that level, I'm saying new all-time highs coming in days and weeks for gold, not months and months. Okay, looks like we may have, just be aware though, potential double top here? Maybe, probably not. As long as we're above the mother of all trend lines. Okay, this is the one just for my recent subscribers who would have found me because of, I just had a little quick uptick in, a little surge in subscribers because the crypto called Toshi has been going through the roof. A little bit of consolidation at the moment, but for you crypto people who've just joined, this is gold and you want to be in gold at some point. Okay, you want to own some gold. No matter whether you've got $1 trillion in crypto, you need a portion of your wealth in gold. Okay, it's the greatest insurance policy against bad times. Okay, and as you know, we go through good times and bad times, right? So here is gold. It is above its mother of all trend lines. This is the one that goes all the way back to 1980. I won't show you all that. That's the peak in 2011, and now we're here. So while we're above it, good news. Okay, so above the 2,735 final hurdle, I'm saying, yep, looking good for a high move higher. Just got to remain above there. As long as we stay above the mother of all trend lines, that's great. Okay, good. So yes, you want a portion of your wealth in precious metals. Okay, I am playing the crypto run back into precious metals at the moment. I've sold a little bit of my silver and gone more in crypto. Okay, but you want to see that at least. That's great. Preferably you want to see that. My high target here, which I've just got drawn in, not the total high forever. I'm just saying the next stop along the way, somewhere between 3,000 and 3,200 US dollars. Okay, it's a key Fibonacci level extensions 1.618 and the 2.618 from this high and this recent low. Yeah, cool. And what would tell me that we are probably heading down to the best buy zone? Obviously, something like this, and then you break the mother of all trend lines, find that as resistance, then I'm basically saying, yeah, that's probably not even going to be a support level anymore. Okay, that 2605 or 25, then you're probably heading down to at least 2,500 US dollars. And I'd be watching out for that. If that becomes a double top, I'd be watching out for that. Okay, we're nowhere near there. Okay, I'm just floating the different scenarios. Cool, but so far, so good. Just want to remain above that 2735 and just no lower than there, preferably. Cool, cool. That is gold. Let's take a look at silver for all my wonderful precious metals people. Silver, it's still towing the line. Now, gee, I didn't do a show yesterday, and where did we close the price yesterday? Over the weekend, right? As you know, in precious metals land, the markets actually close. Unlike crypto, the markets actually close, like the stocks, right, for the weekend. And gee, I didn't move this line. That line there at $31, haven't touched it for a very long time. Haven't micro changed it. Okay, wherever we found exact resistance, we found a spike right there at 31 US dollars. It's really obvious to me, okay, because they're very key Fibonacci from the old highs of the 1980s and the old lows of the old lows of the 2000s. So you take the Fibonacci from there and there, you get a very key Fibonacci at 31 US dollars. By the way, for my crypto people, what do you notice right here? World's largest cup and handle on silver. Please look into silver, my wonderful crypto people. Okay, we're bridging the worlds here. You have a lot more in common with your precious metals brethren than you think you might. Okay, but here on the daily time frame, you had that spike up to 31. Gee, what do you know? Where did we have a spike down to? The $29.80 line in the sand. So we're just still hovering. Okay. While we are below this line, I say 80% sure that we see lower prices coming, and that's anywhere down to at least 28 US dollars for silver. Somewhere into the best buy zone between 28 and 26 would be the best risk to reward for me. That's just me. You do you. Dollar cost average is the best way to go anyway. Cool. And while we're in this little no man's land between this trend line and 31, I just remain biased to the downside. You start closing above 31, then I can flip like that. But yeah, no, not yet. And so far, it has remained as resistance. Cool. So my bias, until shown otherwise, is to the downside, to that $28 level. Obviously, I will be wrong if we just remain here as support and then do something like that. Then, I will change my tune. My tune has not changed so far. That is silver, my wonderful people. Let's take a look at platinum. Platinum is still in my normal range. It is just ranging. It is not below 930, and it hasn't broken above these major trend lines. So this pattern, either this or this, very crudely drawn in, either that or that hasn't occurred, and so we're just still in a range and we're in no man's land. Cool. It's pretty much all you need to know. If you start closing below 930, watch out for resistance there, and then into the belly of the best buy zone, 900 anywhere down to 750, with a bias for a couple of stops along the way. 870 and 840 is where I think you would realistically bottom out at. Am I saying 100% it's going into here or going up to here? No, I don't give you those 100%. No man's land at the moment. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. You just got to watch out for those levels. Cool, cool. So quick on platinum. Gold to silver ratio is still in gold's favor. Nothing seems to be changing with that at the moment. Okay, that's all you really need to know. Gold is the clear winner against silver at the moment. Both can be going up and both can be going down in the nasty fiat dollar currency, but definitely gold is outperforming silver currently and looks like it will continue for a bit. Watch out for the final hurdle of 93.4, 93.5. I would expect some resistance there, and if it does break and then hold, then that's gold's getting into its sort of outlying territory, and then probably looking for at least a move up to 100 to 1. Okay. And out of interest, the Australian dollar against the US dollar has been strengthening recently. We want it to weaken if we want to see our US dollar denominated holdings go up in our AUD, obviously, but it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. What else is happening in the Australian economy if the Australian dollar is strengthening against the USD? So yeah, yeah, not out of the woods yet. Okay, we're not even above this uptrend line. Okay, the bottom end of this trend channel. You're not even out of it. Cool. Not even above it. So watch out for major resistance here at 63.5 and then major resistance here at 65.5 US cents. Cool. My bias is probably still to the downside, I think, at this stage. Yeah, no idea. But that's where we are on that. Cool. That is all of that. Let's take a look at... We're going to go over to DeepSeek. Let's talk about DeepSeek because this informs what's been going on with crypto and all that, and then we'll take a look at Toshi. Okay, so the Toshi stuff is not too far away, and then of course I'll be getting to all of your comments. DeepSeek is dominating the news cycle at the moment. What is DeepSeek and why did US tech stocks fall? Okay. Basically, the deal is, and I won't go through all of this, DeepSeek is a new AI program. Okay, it's a ChatGPT Grok competitor. And basically, this company in China just released it as an open source. Okay, and basically, it's just as good. Some people are saying even better than OpenAI. But here's the thing, they did it for less than about 1/10 of the price. I think it's like 1/10, 1/20th of the price of what OpenAI costs. So the rough valuations is it took about around $100 million to get OpenAI and ChatGPT to where it is right now. And these guys did it in like a couple of months with around about $5 to $6 million. Okay, they've tweaked a few things and they've basically done the sort of the 80-20 rule. They've got it like to actually closer to like 80 to 90% as good, roughly 90% as good as ChatGPT, but for like 1/10, 1/20th of the price. That's put a little bit of shock into the price of tech stocks. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Oh, hello. That's Toshi. Okay, give me 1 second. I love it when stuff